Let's take a look at a recent client purchase where I helped a young couple buy on Brisbane's Bayside for under $700,000. We're going to take a look at some of the photos from this property, walk through their plans for the property and why they purchased in this area and what their actual goals are with the property investment. It's also going to be interesting to compare the real estate agent's photos compared to our on-the-ground photos of this property because they were worlds apart. Now, my name's Luke. I talk all things real estate, renovating, and financial freedom on the channel. Make sure you drop a like on this video and subscribe down below. And if you're looking for a Brisbane buyer's agent, head over to purposeproperty.com.au to book in a free strategy session with myself. Now, let's take a look at this property purchase on Brisbane's Bayside for under $700K. So on screen, we have the original listing photos of the front of the property. So this is a clad home. So this is a fiber cement sheet cladding, which is not the most popular. So it's fibro essentially. It's got a relatively new roof. It's on just over 400 square meters, this lot. And there's actually not much of a backyard on the property. The house is 3-bed, 1 bath with 1 carport off to the side. And this was the original presentation online. So it looks like it's got some nice, neat lawns, pretty cute exterior, even for a fibro place, and a little shed off to the side. As we move inside, there are some timber floors, which we'll get to a little bit later, some air conditioning, and a pretty nice layout with some white ceilings and some cream walls. Now, this is virtually staged furniture in here, so you can see that the dining table and the side table and the microwave and the kettle are all virtually put in digitally. I think even the fridge is digitally put in, and then the rest of the property is what's actually there. So from this point of view, you've got access to 2 bedrooms off to the side, and behind us is the living space. This is a better view of the actual kitchen where you can see it's got an old cooktop, basic laminate kitchen and windows out over the backyard. This is the master bedroom, so there's no walk-in robe in this property, just ceiling fan, a basic cupboard and room for a double or a queen or king bed. Now the bathroom again is very basic. It's got room for a washer dryer, which would need to be stacked. A very small bathroom sink in the corner with no storage and no mirror. And again, a very basic wet wall style bathroom walls, which could be tiled over. And that's what I would potentially be doing to this property if it was me. And that's what my clients are exactly going to do. They're going to upgrade this bathroom by probably putting in a new vanity, putting in a mirror, putting space for that European laundry and updating the bathroom. It won't cost them too much money if they do it themselves, and you're going to get a massive change in the look and appeal of the property. This is the look from the rear of the property, so you can see that it's again fibro clad all the way around. The carport is off to the side and a couple of stairs accessing into the hallway in through the side of the house. So now we've walked through the photos that were available online for this property. Let's actually take a look at the real inspection photos and how we were able to negotiate down on price based on the current condition of the home. So on screen, you can see a real view of the front of the property. There's a little bit of mold growing off to the side here, plenty of plants, which again will bring some water, and the yard is not in as good a condition as it looked online. And now we've got a shot of the shed, which doesn't have as good an appeal as it looked in the previous photos. Plenty of scuffs on the outside and maybe some doors that need replacing. Now this is the inside. So this is what we were greeted with when we walked inside, and everyone lives differently. So this person had a lot of clutter, to be honest, and there's a lot of stuff in the property which made it difficult to see throughout the home what was actually going on. But based on the previous photos, we had an idea of what the space would look and feel like if the property was empty. So sometimes you need to look past a little bit of clutter in the home and imagine what the property would look like without this clutter in place. This is a shifting view towards the living room. So you can see those nice timber floors, which could be sanded and restained and sealed. You got the aircon on the very end and access to the small 3rd bedroom on the left there. There's plenty of space here. There's a couple of windows either side, and basically those timber floors run throughout the home. So my clients are looking to renovate this property. And so again, look past the stuff that's in place and see the potential in the home. This is a view of the hallway towards that carport, access down the side towards the bathroom, and to your left is the kitchen and to the right is the living space. This is a front view looking back towards the front door, and you can see there's pretty decent light coming into the home. There's a smoke alarm up there in the middle, and there's a very basic construction and quite an open layout for an older style property. This is a view of the carport. Now what I would recommend here is if you're painting the exterior of the home, just to gurney the driveway. So if you gurney the concrete here, the plants were removed, then this would tidy up nicely for a potential tenant. You can see here that at the back of the property that it's pretty close to the fence line. So the house is built up on concrete stumps, which are probably a foot off the ground, and there's not a lot of room towards the back of the property. It's the block, like I said, is over 400 square meters, so there's a decent size, but just based on the positioning of the home and the age of the home, which appears to be built post-war, this property could be knocked down the track, and there's $1 million homes in this street. So in the short term, my clients will look to renovate the property, and over the long term, they might look to do a knockdown rebuild. So in terms of their plans, they're going to potentially repaint the exterior. There's nothing that needs to be done to the roof. That's been done in the last few years. So they're potentially going to add cladding to the exterior to give the home a more Queenslander look. And update the color palette. So I don't think brown and cream are really in at this point in time. So those are going to be two major changes that will transform the front of the property. Now inside, they're probably going to rip up this vinyl and this carpet throughout the home and reveal the floors throughout the property. They'll then look to sand the floors, repaint the home, so probably get rid of the cream color, update maybe some of the tapware to give the home a bit of a higher end feel, and do bits and pieces, maybe change some of the lighting if it makes sense and if it's cost effective to upgrade the property for minimal cost. In particular, like I said earlier in the bathroom, if they throw in a new vanity, maybe do some tiling around the shower and the surrounds, so in front of the tub and around the tub in a modern color palette, and maybe upgrade the curtains there and the actual rail so it's not a rusted rail, and maybe put in a piece of glass instead of having a rail, or just replace the rail completely. Then that's going to majorly change the appeal of the bathroom, and then the property will then rent for a significantly higher amount. So what do the numbers look like on this deal, and can you guys see the potential in this property as well? So this is obviously a bayside or a beachside shack with 3 bed, 1 bath on a city-sized block over 400 square meters. Now my client secured this property with the help of myself as their buyer's agent for $692,000. And they're going to look to take action on all those renovation items up front. They might need a budget of say $30,000 to $40,000, depending on how much work they can do themselves or how much they outsource to other trades. But spending that amount of money, they're looking to get at least a 2 to 3 times return on their spend. So say they spend $30,000, they look to at least double, if not triple, their money in this current market, especially because of the cost of trades and the cost of materials. If they're going to do some of this work themselves, they can really add and manufacture value in the property. This is exactly what Emily and I have done in our property portfolio. And for every property that we've bought, we've looked to manufacture value. That's been our way to fast track growing our property portfolio. So these guys are going to look to do the same thing. They're going to look to manufacture value. Say they spend 30 grand, so they're all in around 720. They're hoping to revalue at least 750, if not up towards the $800,000 mark. Comparable sales in the area of nicer homes are around that 800K, so they definitely have the headroom to add value to the property, manufacture that value in the short term, and refinance if they want to after say 6 to 12 months. This is also going to boost the rental income. As you can see, the current tenant in the property has a lot of plants, obviously a bit of a nature lover, and has a lot of material items, so a lot of furniture throughout the home, which gives it quite a cluttered feel. So as the property is cleared out by the current tenant, that tenant has been paying around $390 to $400 per week. Now the estimated rental yield after the renovations are done would be around that $500 to $550 per week. I could even push the envelope depending on those renovations and the demand in the rental market, but this area has a sub 1% vacancy rate, so it's an area in strong demand. They've bought in at a lower median price point. They're manufacturing value in the deal, boosting the value and boosting the rental yield. These are the type of properties I love for myself. Now, they don't necessarily suit everyone. If you don't want to be a hands-on renovator and investor, these aren't going to suit you, but for those people looking to manufacture value and looking to fast track their journey, whether you want to manage trades or you want to do some of the work yourself, this is a great style of property and a great price point to help you crack into the property market. For under $700,000 plus say a 20 to 40K renovation budget, you can manufacture value, get a great deal, learn the ropes in terms of understanding what needs to be done on a property, and see the potential. A lot of people can't see potential in these types of deals. They just look at the property and go, oh, there's a lot of work involved. It's a mess at the moment. But for us as buyers agents and working with these clients, we could see the potential in the deal and we took action and negotiated on that price. So what's your strategy when it comes to investing in property? Leave a comment down below if you're looking to have a crack at a renovator in the near future, or are you looking for something that's more tenant ready? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. If you could drop a like on this video and subscribe to the channel down below, that'd be great. If you're looking for a Brisbane-based buyer's agent to help you buy in the Brisbane market and the greater Brisbane market, then book in a free strategy session with myself at purposeproperty.com.au. We'll have a chat about your situation, your short and your long-term goals, and exactly what we do as buyer's agents here in the Brisbane market. Otherwise, thanks for sticking around to the end, and click this video over here for more things real estate, renovating, and financial freedom. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.